Okay, so I forgot to correct the title because I was trying to focus on STSS here. I was hoping it would kind of sideways consolidate, but it's actually ripping, so it's actually doing really good. What I think I'm gonna try is to take bigger size on slow movers like this one. You have the daily high here of what, 270, double top there. So we have double top here on the daily. See if we can break it on this next 1 minute. If we can get a consolidation candle on this next 1 minute, that would be pretty good. This one does have a high float, and it is a slow mover compared to the other ones. But it's actually the one making the biggest move right now, I believe, which is not even that big. It's about a 20-cent move total. So it broke its high by a couple cents here. Oh my god, what's going on? I'm gonna have to wait for it to pull back. I can't trade it up here. So rejection already. Let's see. Can we get ATR here? ATR was another one. I don't know why my charts are so slow today, so choppy. I also noticed that pre-market. There's a break of 7. I should have got in there on ATR. This one's also a relatively slow mover, so I think what I'm gonna do is take a bigger share size on these. 707. $7.10. I wouldn't even know where to go on this one for the daily. I don't know. This one's kind of choppy. I'm not feeling it. STSS back up here. Next 5 minutes gonna move. Or gonna move. Next 5 minutes gonna open. And then I would get in for the next 5 minute to break 3. And I think that's what I'm gonna do. Sava is also moving. And a rejection here. So I guess we gotta wait for some sideways consolidation on this one. Let's go to CASA real quick. And nothing's loading. CASA's easy to borrow, so I could potentially take a short on it. ENSV. Yo, why is this so laggy? I'm gonna take 1,000 here at 89. See if I have to cut it here. I'm gonna look for that. Once I see a break at 80, I'm out. $85, $86. See if we get the break at 3. I probably got in way too early. I'm gonna sell out here at 84. I'm gonna stop it at 82, I guess, or 80 because it's a 2-cent offset. So I got in way too early, and as soon as I sell, it's back to 87, 81 now. So I got in way too early there, but that's okay. We'll take another size here. Take another entry. Wait for it to set up a little bit. See if it breaks this last 1 minute low of 81. It's 83. Buy that dip there at 72. Selling it there at 79. I should have probably kept it, but I saw the 5-minute. So got in at the very bottom, 73, sold at 79. I like the high here of 87. Potentially break that high. I'm gonna get in at 80 here. Looking for the 87 high break. So as soon as I see 83, or there's 83, can we see 84? 85, 86, 89. So if you get 90 break. 90. I'm gonna sell there at 88. It's not breaking yet. So let's wait for this next 1 minute. Actually, I shouldn't have sold my position. What am I doing? Well, I guess it was okay to sell my position. I should have held for next 1 minute rip. Double top practically. That's why I sold. I had seen that it was struggling at the high there of the last candle. So I was like, is it worth it? I don't know. So 2 profitable trades on this one so far. Let's see if this next 1 minute can actually hold up here. Trend line. Well, there's a break. Jesus. Really, I was going for the break at 3. There's 96 now, so strong push all the way back from 80. I feel like once we break 3, we're gonna get a quick snap down. I don't want to get in right here at 96. Let's see if I can take a bigger share size before the break at 3. I don't want to break 3 here. I could get in here at 3, but big seller there. So quick break of 3 is 303 for a second. Now it's back below 3. So I didn't trust that last couple second push here on this last 1 minute. Thanks. Yeah, I noticed that it was struggling up here once it reached this top, just because these last 2 1 minute candles, once I hit these last 2 minute candles, or once I saw those last 2 minute candles struggle up here and then pulled back, and then it was meeting resistance again, I was like, I don't know. Because then I also, that's why I drew that trend line, because I kind of felt that this area here was a lot of resistance. So I was like, maybe it's just going to pull back. I'll just get in on the next 1 minute. So that's why I sold. At the same time, though, I was thinking, well, what if it didn't? And what if it held in the like 88 level or something? And then the next 1 minute surged through. I could have just added to my position. But I mean, it came all the way back down and then bounced all the way back up. So I don't know. I don't really like it up here, though. Around 3, I probably gonna have to wait for another pullback. See if it hits the trend line at 90, and then we could possibly get an entry for the 5 minute and 10 minute high break. So far, it's a double bottom there. Kind of want to see it come down a little lower, break its last 1 minute low. I don't want to see it surge here, but I might have to take an entry. It's 301. Got 30 more seconds. So now there's the break on both the highs there. I should have got in at 298. So I really should have gotten in here on this candle. I don't want to say it was obvious, but it kind of was, being real. Once I had seen it was holding support there around 298, 299 for the break at 3, I knew we were going to be able to do it, but I don't know. It's it feels real heavy around this 3 area. So 3 to 310, but now it's starting to break out a little more. Now we're in the teens. So I guess I'll take that back. Pretty nice break too, from 290 all the way to 315 now. 313, I mean. CASA's kind of done, I think, unless it's on a pullback. It's kind of on a pullback. It broke its 5 and 10 minute low, and now it's popping back up a little bit. 1 minute's curling. HUSA, NSV, SST, CMPI. Why is this our leading gap? Okay. STSS breaking its highs again. So that was a nice one from 12. I completely missed this one. I should have been paying attention. I really should have gotten in down here around 290. Oh, that would have been a perfect entry. I just hesitated. I wasn't sure if it could do it. I thought it was going to pull back a little more. I wanted to see it pull back a little more, but I didn't take that entry. This is a really nice push here from 312 all the way to 340 now. 45. Wow. 350 break. Now it's showing a lot of strength. It makes me a little nervous to get in up here if I do. It's showing a lot of strength, but I can imagine the rejection that's going to come with it. I could wait for a pullback, but I'm curious if I wait for this pullback, are we going to see some... Or first, are we going to see a major drop? It's not something too significant. It is a big drop. We could potentially wait for an ABCD. If this can sideways consolidate, that'd be really good. We can see a symmetrical triangle on it. That wouldn't be too bad. But would I be catching the back end of the move? Because look at the 1 minute MACD. It's making me a little nervous. If this finishes low, I'm not too confident in it continuing higher. I think that was the push and that was kind of it. It's opening really low now. So broke its low there by 2 cents. See if we can get a pop all the way back up to 340. So I could have bought that dip actually. That would have been a red to green. Pretty good one too, from 23 all the way to 47 now. So I'll look to get in on this next 1 minute for the 360 high break. If not, a double top and sell there at 360 for a 350 break. See if I can get in here. Try and buy there at what, 35? Stopping out maybe. I'm gonna cut it here at 31. Oh, at 29, I guess. No, 31. Why is it showing 29? So I got out on that pop there, 4 cent loss. Well, 7 cents really because the commission. So that wasn't the best move. I was actually trying to buy the dip to see if we can get that last 1 minute high break. I don't know. There's no pattern I really saw there, so that kind of cost me. See if we can hold the small little range. That would have been a good trade here. If I would have held my position a little longer. It's getting a little choppy at this point. Should I wait for the next 5 minute? 1 minute MACD looks like it's about to cross here. If it keeps sideways consolidating, this thing would need to show a lot of strength here and push through 360. We could wait for the next 5 minute. But I don't want to miss the entire move on the 1 minute. I think that's what I'll do. Okay, yeah, I'm thinking the same. The 5 minute doesn't look too bad here. But see what this 1 minute's gonna do. 1 minute's about to cross in the MACD. It's pulling back a little bit. What I am seeing is a little support there. Trend line up here. I'll delete this one for now. As long as this 5 minute holds, I think we should be good. 1 minute MACD's kind of coming to a close here, which makes me a little nervous. So it's a symmetrical triangle, but it can go either side. So that's why I'm a little nervous up here. This is finishing kind of low, so it doesn't give me a whole lot of confidence. But if it does show strength and hold through 445, could take an entry for that break. Finish pretty low. See if we break this last 1 minute low. There's the break. So now it's breaking trend to the downside. So we have 2 winners, 2 losers. Relatively small losers. I mean, really, they're just even bigger. It's 11. No, it's 12 cents and then 7 cents after commission. So this doesn't look too bad on the 1 minute. The 5 minute doesn't look the best right now. We have to see what this next 1 minute is going to do, I guess. Because it did break, but now it's still holding these lows down here. There's a huge bid there in the 20s, 29. Jesus. Saw him for a second. I'm going to take an entry here on 33 for the break. There's 38. Can we get the break of 40 though? So if we get 38, 38, 39. Can we get 39? There's 40. Selling here at 40. Well, not quite. Having to get rid of it. Break even trade there at 31. I tried to sell at 40. I couldn't get filled. So 2 cent loss, 5 cent loss really because of commission. Not quite. So false break. I wish I would have sold at 38. Kind of regret not selling there. I wanted to see a 40 break and then see 41, 42 or something. I probably would have just sold right there. So false break. Yeah, that's another thing I was considering. I just like what I noticed I'm doing is buying 1,000 or like that's what I'm doing today. The other days I haven't been doing it, but let's just say I'll buy 300 shares, and instead of accumulating my position and taking a risking loss or whatever, or risking more profit instead of making a bigger move, I'm just buying one position and then selling it, one position, selling it. And then I notice I only take like, I don't know, 2-3 trades usually, like on average, just because there's either nothing or I just don't feel confident in some moves, and then they go without me. So I watch them go without me. And what I notice I could be doing is just building size into it. So buy 300, then hold it, wait for a longer time frame, like the 5 or 10 minute, and just keep holding it until that position actually breaks out. The only thing that I would be building up at that point, especially if it turned on me, is commission. Like every buy is practically like $4 or $5. So that's the only reason why I was like, I don't know. I'm trying to combat that or figure out what the best way to combat that would be. And as far as I know so far, if I keep doing the same strategy I'm doing where I'm not building up size and just taking small scalps, the only way to beat it would be taking a larger share size, especially if it's like quick scalps. Okay, so you're saying there's support around 325. Okay, that broke. I didn't want to take an entry there because of the 5 minute. I'd seen the 5 minute at a double bottom there. I wanted to see if it was gonna hold before it rejected. And it couldn't hold there. Ah. So we have 3 losers now on this one, 2 winners. 2 small winners too. I don't know what I'm up. I think I'm down actually, but barely. Barely, if anything. So STSS, I'm gonna wait for this one. Let's go to Sava. Sava is popping up here. Uh, SPFM. Okay. This one doesn't look too bad. The hot level's right there, 20 cents away. I don't think it can do it though. I'd be impressed. ATER. It's another one we had on watch. Ooh, ATR on the 1 minute doesn't look bad at all here. Ah, stupid trend line, dude. So let's see. It's popping up here again. It's kind of a break, but we're gonna have to wait to see if it can actually hold. So false break. It's gonna hit a bottom here. It's gonna reject. So it broke on both sides practically. So back down. Can it pop back up? I don't think so. From the way it's rejecting here, false break on the high side, and now it's a bigger break on the low side. Especially if it finishes low like this. 5 minute low also broke. The only way I think this one could actually work. Actually, the 10 minute doesn't look bad either. It would have to keep sideways consolidating and holding this small range for a breakout and a retest of 720, I'd say. So let's see if this can keep holding. If it just continues rejecting to the downside, then whatever. But watching the MACD on the 1 minute, but at the same time, I'm fighting with the 5 minute MACD. Double bottom on the 5 minute. Let's see if we can pop back up here though. For the break is 7. It's looking real heavy around VWAP though. It's already holding down below VWAP, so if anything, it'd be a short position, I think. That's what I want to get in on. A 5 minute low break. But it's not easy to borrow, so I can't take that. So there's a 1 minute high break. I'm surprised. I'm not too surprised, I guess. So it's still sideways consolidating. The 5 minutes not looking too bad anymore. As long as it can keep holding this range here, I think it's looking pretty good. It's really tightening up here. Readjusting. So opening low again on this next 1 minute. That's what it looks like. Oh man, it's so tight around VWAP. I don't. It can go either direction. So I'm gonna have to give it to this next 5 minute for the next high break, unless it's a premature 1 minute. I still feel like the 10 minute looks really good. I just don't want to see it break too early on me. If it does break, I'm not gonna feel disappointed. I would have to see that it's gonna hold above. So I'm pretty sure if it breaks, we're gonna see the break of 7. And it would have to hold 7 and then see a rip all the way to 720, 730. But really depends what it's going to do in this small range here. CMPI's hitting the scans. I don't think I had this one on watch. We'll keep this one on watch, but I'm going to go back to STSS, see what this one's doing. Crawling off the bottom here. So 2 candle pullback on the 5 minute. CMPI. I don't care about that one. Sava held support there. Okay, STSS, ATER. Let's go back to this one. Finish pretty low on the 1 minute again. Let's see if it can pop up one more time. There's a pop up. Oh, this one's gonna be real tricky. It's either big hit or miss on this one. I feel like it's I honestly feel like it's gonna be to the downside. Like just looking at it. This 1 minute MACD would have to curl in this next 1 minute. But it's opening pretty low here. So finish pretty low. I don't want to see it break its low. Let's see if we can finish pretty high. Oh man. It's a huge gamble here at this point. It doesn't have to be. I could just wait for it to show strength on one side. So here's a break lower. 1 minute MACD's not curling here. And there's a break. So at this point, I'd be in for a short. Unfortunately, it's not easy to borrow. Oh, look at that. As soon as I say that, it's all the way back up. Oh my gosh. What's it gonna be? 10 minutes still looks kind of strong here too. That's what I'm so confused about. So now it's all the way back up. Huge push there. Gonna get the break of 7 here. 99, 7. Big seller at 7. Still broke anyways. So showing strength there on the 1 minute. Got the 5 minute high break. Not by much, by 2 cents. See if it can pull back and hold this level. That's what it needs to do. Show that it can hold and show its true strength here. So high here is 704, broke by 2 cents. If we can continue holding this level, I'll take another entry. Or I'll take an entry, I should say. And the target would really be 720, somewhere around there. So it's still kind of holding. I don't want to see it hit the 80s though. Hit VWAP. There's 99. So waiting for this pullback here to show some strength. And the 1 minute MACD is curling here. So I'm going to get in, if I can get a pullback to, I'll get in here at 698. So I'm going to wait for this next 1 minute open. See if we get the push of 704 here. 701. So still kind of consolidating. Keeping a tight stop on this one. Hitting my support line again. Hits VWAP, I'm out. I want to see this pop back above 7 for sure. It's 98. Can we see 99, 7? It's having a hard time here. Not really sure if I want to stay in this anymore. 94. Next 1 minute's gonna open here. I could hold for this next 1 minute. This 1 minute's finishing pretty low. There's 97, 98, 99, 7. Selling here at 7. Well, actually, if I can. Gonna get the break of 7 here. I'm gonna cancel this. I'm gonna cancel and hold it because this next 1 minute doesn't look too bad. We had a huge seller stacked at 7, but I'm in it where 99. I'm actually in at 99. Yikes. So we're back to 97. I want to see the 7 break though. Huge seller there, and then 705 is another one stacked. There's 7. There's 3 attempts there already. I still have faith in the 10 and 5 minute. Want to see a bigger break than that. It's kind of forming a triangle here on the 1 minute. There's a quick break, 703. Selling here at 703 if I can. Not quite. Let's see if we break the high once more. Try and sell there. So I just got rid of it at 702. Should have held a little longer. But it's at this point, this is why I don't like trading such bigger stocks or such high float stocks. Because it's looking really bad. It's not really holding, so big struggles around here. I made a 3-cent move, so completely break-even trade there. 30 bucks if it was profit, but it's not, so there's a rejection there. So sold because 2 different times already it was struggling around this level, 705, 7 just in general. And it was holding, yes, around 95 or so. But at the same time, this little break here, once we got that break of this last 1 minute, I don't know, I wasn't really feeling it. If I had seen a huge rip, then I would have been pretty upset holding that entire ride just to sell pretty early on it. But just the way it struggled twice around this level didn't give me a whole lot of confidence in it. Plus the 5 minute the 5 minute already broke its high, and same with the 10 minute. So how much strength it really had, I think it would have had to proven it in this next 1 minute candle that I got in on and really showed its strength for a possible move to 720. But there's a false break there, so I'm not gonna keep holding it. Let's go back to STSS. STSS is breaking higher here. This one's actually making another move. So 5 minute doesn't look bad. 10 minute also doesn't look bad. 340 is the high. Well, 343. So 343 is the high. Could get in on this pullback here. We can go for the 350 high break. It's a lot of resistance at 45 though. See if we get a pullback. I'm gonna get in here at 39. Nope, not quite. So couldn't get in there at 39. It wasn't filled, but I guess it's not too bad. We are getting into a huge resistance level here at 45. Let's see. See if we get a 1 minute pullback. Low of this candle is 32. There's 34. We're gonna break this low, pop back up. It's 33. 32, double bottom. 31, so there's a break. Can we pop back up though? I wouldn't mind this finishing at 38 or so. If it finishes pretty high, then I would definitely want to take a trade on it. I wouldn't mind buying this low either, but I don't want to get in too early. So open lower there. I'm going to get in here pretty high at 38. Might have made a mistake here. We'll see. I was looking for a red to green there. Overall, I'm going for this next 5 minute high break. Where am I in at? 35. Hitting that 30-second mark. Hasn't broken a low yet. It's about to break its low here. Should I sell? Gonna stop out there. So bigger loss than necessary. Way bigger loss than necessary. 8-cent loss there. I was hoping. That's basically all I was doing, was hoping right there, looking for a last 1 minute high push. I was expecting a red to green in this 1 minute, but I should have known better. I was buying at a heavy resistance spot, and it was just a small quick pop up that I was buying into before a rejection. So I should have let it pull back these 2 candles and just bought around support. That was a big mistake on my end. So completely bad trade there. I was too confident in the 1 minute. So that small loss there just could have put me red if I'm not already red. I'm pretty sure I'm red right now. It's already 10:07, so I'm gonna have to wrap it up here. Now the 5 and 10 minute are kind of choppy sideways, so I'm just gonna let this one go. We're gonna stop trading here, but let's see. I am down $80. So red on STSS. That one trade right here definitely put me down 80. Actually more. It was 1,000 shares, 8-cent loss, and then 3 commission. So 80 and then commission on top, whatever that would be. So that definitely put me down there. So it wouldn't have been as bad of a loss today if I didn't take that last trade. But unfortunately, I took it. I could have sold out 3 cents in or so, but I still would have been red on this stock, but it would have been more or less a break-even day today. Just unfortunate. I would say I overtraded. I should have just kept these positions out here. I should have taken a trade up here. This would have been an amazing trade. And then the rest of it just didn't play out the way I was hoping. So quick scalps. Wasn't building a position. I wasn't watching it in this range at all. I didn't really care for it in this range. And now it's a little choppy. So a couple of trades were just straight up mistakes. I shouldn't have taken them. Go up to ATER. It wasn't a bad trade here. It was a nice setup, but it just didn't break out the way I wanted it to. So I still took a little profit on it, but could have taken a little more, I guess, if I held a couple seconds longer. But STSS is the only other one. CASA was just done today, I think. I don't know. I tried. So we'll go ahead and wrap it up, and I will definitely see you guys tomorrow for some more trades. But I'm trying to get on a green streak. If anything, I really want to get on a green streak. My record was about a month and a week, I think, of a nonstop green streak. But right now, it's so bad. Like, I'm getting red almost every day. I've had a couple green days this week, or last week as well, but nothing significant. We're definitely having bigger losers than winners, so we got to definitely do something about that. But I have cut down on my losses tremendously compared to what they were, especially taking a big size like today. You know, taking bigger share sizes like today, 1,000 shares. I mean, that could put me down immediately, but at least I'm finding some sort of consistency to where I'm not risking so much, and I'm trying to take more trades on potential setups that I see. So I'm not getting really hesitant about it anymore. But I am missing a lot of moves. I got to figure out how to trade ranges like this. I don't want to buy into a surge and then it just rejects. I don't want to buy into something climbing necessarily. So I got to find out how to trade into it. And the only way I can think of trading something like this would be, as I mentioned earlier, I should have taken my entry down here and then added my way into it and then sold at the top somewhere. So I could just keep adding, and then selling at resistance levels. But I don't know. I didn't take my entry. If I don't take my initial entry, then I can't even add. So, I mean, I could get in on this next 1 minute. Could get in on this next 1 minute. Just keep building position. But I don't know where the top would be at that point. So, I don't know. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. I will definitely see you guys tomorrow.